Yo, yo, yo. What up with it? It is GleeCon, and I am here again, bringing you, and you, and you, and you, another episode of Lore of Warcraft, so thanks. Thanks for watching. On this show, you know the drill. We cover everything in the World of Warcraft universe, sometimes imperfectly, but my goal is to do it all. We've been running through a World of Warcraft Classic walkthrough with Glee Console and Glee Contessa, our Alliance and Horde characters. We're doing a Horde walkthrough of Thousand Needles, one of the most ponderous zones in the game to be a completionist in. It currently has us in Badlands doing a step there, so stay a while and listen as we go kill some trogs for some Iridium flakes, make our way back across the seas. Now, I'm not going to be able to do an extensive mission today because I had to pick the lesser of two evils. We're going to go down here for the Indurium. I said Iridium, but it's Indurium. I don't know what Iridium is. Some other type of metal, probably like in real life, whereas I don't think Indurium is a real thing. But yeah, as I mentioned on the past episode, and I kind of have hinted at over the past couple episodes, I have a really busy week on my plate right now. I just got in from work, so, you know, about a 13-hour day for me there. And tomorrow I will not be in, like I mentioned yesterday, I'm not going to get back here until around probably 10 o'clock server time, and that's too extreme to try and come home and do all that with a family and try to make that work in terms of video creation, content creation. Not going to try to swing that. All right, so I want that cat off my 6 there, and then we're going to start killing these guys. Okay, so here we go. There are people already killing them, of course. Why would there not be? And that's it. So we're going to drop totems because these guys are a little bit above our pay grade, just a pinch. The drop rate's kind of butt cheeks on this, but I would imagine, I hope, we need 11,900. So let's see. My guess is we're going to get somewhere in the neighborhood of 500 XP for each one of these kills. Just an estimation. Yep, we got 506 for that guy. We're going to keep on keeping it. Bring them over by my base that I've set up. Second one in. Get this going on. And then, yeah, I will heal if needed. There you go. That was a nice chunky hit. I think I can trigger the run. Yeah, as I say, I think... There we go. We got our first flake already. That's good. Cool. I'm actually going to go ahead and eat one of my little things here. I don't want to drink where we don't have this big giant supply. We do have 10 stacks of lesser mana potions, so I could drink one of those just to speed up the process. I probably will. And our spirit will now be boosted. I feel a boosting in my spirit. Yes, yes. Okay, well, come on, drink one of those too. Alright, so let's get one more Stone Vault dude over here, and we will bring him over to the pile. Okay, so in my experience, it's about a 1 in 3 drop rate. Since you need 10, that means you're going to probably have to kill 30. 30 times 500 is going to be 15,000 XP. Will that in reality shake out? We've gotten 1,000 already, so that means it's a pretty large chance we're going to level up from this process. Trigger the run there with a slow. Oh, we got a second flake already, but that's RNG for you. That's at level 41. Yikes. What does this guy say? Here's a 40. Let's see how a fight with 40 goes. This tune is male. Trolls are the only WoW race I willingly make as guys. Haha. I say haha. By girl, you mean guy in real life. Because they said, no, I made sure my tune was female. Undead guys are pretty cool. Please tell me about these undead guys. I've never met one. IRL. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to drink. I could go after this level 41. It'll be Shaman v Shaman. But anyhow, so because of the whole lesser of two evils aspect, I just came right home, skipped dinner, jumped right into this. I'm going to have a late dinner. Wanted to make sure you guys got what you deserved, which is more and more content. We want to push those subscriber counts up higher. We're so dang close. Oh no. Now we've entered the danger zone. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and let's see what happens if I go that way. Of course I need that too. Keep that going. We're just gonna see how it goes, my dudes. I don't like. I heard them drop a totem too. Oh, dang it. And they're gonna drop a heal on it too. Hate that. Hate that for us. And we've got it. There we go. I like that my totem went after that totem. That's cool. Don't do it. Don't heal them. Oh, they don't heal. We got another one. We gotta... Oh, he resisted my magic. Alright, so now we're gonna find out what happens with a level 41 versus me when all my stuff is gone. I can do a mana potion. I'm gonna drink another one. He barely gave me anything. Right. Gotta get after that. I just gotta spend my mana on this, I guess. It's just life for me right now. Okay, I do like... The defense is helping. I don't know that anything else is really helping me. Oh my gosh, I never even put that on me. What am I doing? Or it wore off or something? I don't know. Come on, mana totem. Give me the juice I need to survive. I need the juice. So does he. Now he's healing. I hate it. Alright, so what else can I... What can I get going? I'm gonna have to, in 14 seconds, replace that totem. Luckily the totems are pretty cheap. Alright, let's go for one of those. Dang it. Okay, and let's re-drop that. I think that was pretty crucial to our survival right now. And gotta drop that. Now I'm saving my magic at this point. Oh no, don't do that. Fine. Like, we can't rely. We need... Yeah, I'm hoping I can trigger a run. Gosh, are you kidding me? Gotta get the heal off. He's not running either. I don't know if he's just not afraid of me. I'm just not intimidating. I was gonna say, any second we gotta trigger that now. Oh my gosh, he resisted. No! Oh, he's fighting back. Alright, so that was probably more, like, extreme than we needed. We did everything on that one. Do I have any, like, regular food I can eat? I can eat some raw mystery meat. That's cool. Not really. I mean, we can keep on drinking. I guess I'll drink some more of my juice. Now, we've already got 3 Indurium flakes, though, so that part's good. And we're sitting at... I feel like this is the same ballpark. We might have even been we might be right now in better shape than we were when we did this as the Paladin. Because we're only 8,800 away. I'm needing it. Okay. And here we go. I'm going to bring him back by the base, like I said before. This is a level 40. But it's a stone snapper. Oh, our stuff wore off. Alright, we're gonna drop that, drop that. Always keep that mana going. Basically like a spirit buff, in a way. Except that it works in a battle. See, that was good. Like, we got that guy. And we got a flake out of his behind. Although, to be fair, to be real, how many behind flakes do we really want to be working with here? Oh no. No, no, no. Oh no. Oh no. Jeez. Okay, we got it. He resisted. Uh-oh. I realized it right then. We were screwed. As soon as that one resisted the stun, and the other one had that spawn like that, we were screwed. And I don't even have a resurrection Ankh. We need one of those when we get back into civilization. We need to be able to buy some more Ankhs. Because I'm out. It requires an Ankh. Alright. Fine. That's how you want it. That's how you want to play it. 8,300 to go. So, how is everyone? So, you know, as we get closer and closer to the, now we're still far off from the amount of time I can afford to do a producer, because while there might be some monetization that can occur, and I'm not even sure, I would expect to get screwed on that. So, my guess would be it's not going to be as much as what I want, but all research that I've done would indicate that, you know, once you hit 1,000, you can get a trickle of money that comes in. And once, if we can then bring that number up to around 10,000 subscribers, which would be cool, that's around the tier that I would need to be at before I would take 100% of the cash coming in and devote it into paying a producer on the show. So I think at that point in time, things could get better. Obviously, that money would have to be anything going beyond on that would have to come in the form of would have to get split if I decided to get a co person, and that might change the dynamic of the show. But still, I really think that the show could benefit, especially in some of the play sessions. It could benefit in a good, strong partner. I just don't have anyone that fits that bill that I think I could have that repartee with that also plays well. Like my wife is good, but the dynamic, she would not be comfortable being on camera, recording, that kind of stuff. That's not her vibe. So other than that, you know, at my age and as insular as I sort of live my life, and in some ways I'm a very social person, but in other ways I'm a very antisocial, insular person. I have to really compartmentalize. I can go out and present the social side of myself to the world, but then I really like to decompress, and this conversation we're having is quote unquote, air quotes, social as I'll get. So there's certainly that element to me. Now what I want to do is, I want to get the shaman back over. I wasn't sure about dropping. I wanted to keep my shock open, but see, that's another alternative. If I have the mana, we can Earth Shock to stop him from healing instead of turning and swinging and dealing with it in that way. Oh no, he resisted. Okay. It's unfortunate for me. Okay, we got our 5th flake. We're already halfway there. This is going more on 1 to 2, so if we kept on that rate, we would need 10 more, which is about 5,000 more. Then we would come up short, but we would get some from turning stuff in. All right, let's grab some other dudes. And there's Murderlock. He's the toughie. I don't want to fight him at all. There's a guy over there. Just wait for that. wait for the respawn is also totally viable, totally fine. Boom, that's a 6th right there. Yeah, I'm gonna drink some more water. I'm gonna bite the bullet here. Mongoose is my spirit animal. That's what this person says. Well, I don't know how I feel about that. I will say, you know what? Take me back to the Ricky Tikki Tavi days. Now, Ricky Tikki Tavi, that's a dope. Ricky Tikki Tavi is a pretty... that's a heroic mongoose. Oh, absolutely. Would love to be associated with old Ricky Tikki Tavi. Oh, I forgot to... I was just a little slow mentally processing how I was going to react to that. What's this? Zangoose and Seviper. I guess they're talking about Pokemon. Cool, and then we got it. Alright, already on 7 flakes. We are getting really lucky. You just have to watch the last video to see how lucky we're getting compared to where we were. And what this is doing is it's actually kind of destroying the equity we built up by being ahead of the curve here, because we spent so much more time killing Shaman. There's a guy with this guy. I want to pull that one, but I'm scared he's going to chain pull because of our lower level.
I need to get closer.
Alright. You get closer with it. Pick some fire butt tonight, guys. Yeah, so... I don't know how far we're going to get today's thing. It's hard. Certainly we can come here and we can go back to 1,000 Needles, turn those in, get the next batch of quests that are going to set us out into the world. Cool, so that was... Alright, so we're down to 5,700. Good. Alright, can I pull this guy? Maybe. Nope, that one walked a little bit too close. Looks like I ISO pulled him. I did my job. Come on, man. Alright, so this is a bonus one for BT Gnomes. That was the last of the offensive juice I can get, because now I don't even know. Now it's battle attrition, and we can't have bad RNG or we're screwed. And I need to get we want to hopefully get enough to frost shock him, and we did not. Oh, there you go. Okay, time to drink another piece of my water. Still need 3 flakes. Getting closer and closer. 5,200 XP. So, if you don't remember why we're doing this, this is all to help the goblins with their racing. They needed, or maybe it was the gnomes, maybe it wasn't even goblins, but they wanted / needed a metal that they could work with. That would maybe be... Well, actually, they sent him out. They needed some parts. And they sent us out here with a list of parts, and his response was like, hey, I think we could help him. Maybe if we helped work with this new metal, this metal being Indurium, and while you can get it before we mount an entire expedition about that, why don't you go after some flakes? It'll be an easier challenge the Trogs have. And that's what we're doing. We now have 8 out of 10. And this is luckily the only Badlands thing we're going to have to do. We do have to actually garner some real Indurium if we want to turn in the repeatable thing is, we don't really do a lot of casting time spells, so... Oh, look, he's shooting. Good on him. That was a dwarf helping us out. We have 9 flakes. Would you look at that? Should I drink again? I guess so. I guess the guild's doing Molten Core tonight. And we being only level 37, and even on the other account being level 47. Like I said too, I will not be all this time. It's nice sometimes when I can have time periods like this, and I can also at least squeeze in like, well, I can do a couple quests. But like lately, I've been doing at best case scenario 2 to 3 quests, and they might be small breadcrumbs or something. On a weekday, just too much work. I got all of the Indurium flakes. Alright, so that was really good RNG. Bad for the XP, good for the RNG. 3,700 XP is what's remaining. So probably will ding. I think now we're actually coming out worse because I think we leveled up and then still got a couple bars into 38 when we did this with Glee Contessa, and that's obviously not happening this time. We'll probably hit 38 right now, though. Stay away from me, kitties. Oh, very bad cats. You rich huntress. You rich huntresses. I see another one over there. Okay, here we go. Martek the Exile.
Loktar.
Did you find any Indurium flakes, Rizzle? I have my forge heated up and ready to test them.
Yes, these will do fine. Now let's put them in some heat and see how they fare.
Oh, that's pretty neat. That's cool what Edub says. Apparently in Blackrock Depths, if everyone has done the Save the Princess quest, the NPC is replaced with a Dark Dwarf.
Indurium has an amazing resistance to heat. I'm sure it will work for Fizzle's pistons. But he'll need true Indurium ore, not just the flakes. To get the ore, it must be mined from deep within Uldaman on the northern borders of the Badlands. That is the true source of Indurium. Send Fizzle brass bolts my regards, and tell him what I told you. Safe travels, adventurer. And it won't surprise me if we meet again. Once Fizzle learns of Indurium, he'll probably send you to Uldaman to acquire it.
So he says,
Now let's heat up these flakes. So far they're holding. Let's turn up the heat by Orgrim. This Indurium can withstand massive heat. A successful test, Console. This Indurium is some amazing stuff.
Strength.
so he wants us to now go back to the flats. I almost was about to hearth right now, then I remembered I better get this dang flight path first. So we're going to pick up this flight path, and then we are hearthing back to Orgrimmar because we have some things that need to be done. What do we have to turn in? Ladies and germs, we have to turn in the parts of the Swarm quest to Orgrimmar, and then we have to go back down to Thousand Needles. We have a little camp work, we have a little bit of work we need to do. Oh, I didn't even level up. We need 363. So you know what? We have to kill something. We've got to. Or else, and one thing will be fine, but if we don't kill something right now, then we're not going to level up, and we need to... I want to be able to purchase our powers when we're there. So it's actually pretty crucial that we level up one time right now. And again, we should be able to. I want to skin these guys too, might as well. Get a little... Nailed it. Okay, so get a couple more pieces of leather too. Thick leather. Oh man, we're not going to be able to use that for a while. And heavy. Cool, so what do we get talent-wise? Well, we get another 10% reduction on the mana totem cost now. And yeah, when we get down here, I don't remember. I don't think we need improved reincarnation. We may be able to select it if we want. I also don't think we need ancestral healing, although it's great for a healer. I kind of think we're going to get totemic masteries to increase our radius. Healing focus wheel. Oh, and we're definitely getting nature's guidance. That's actually more important. Well, that's I would argue yes. That's 4 points, and then 1 point on healing focus. Then we're going to go down to 5 points of title mastery. To then open up nature's swiftness, and with the 4 remaining points, I think we'd be going back to get the other healing focus, and then that would allow us to work on purification as much as we can, and we'll never get mana tide totem or anything like that. Alright, so here's the selling spot. Yeah. They all we can sell. Well, up there. Let's get that while we can.
Where would you like to fly to?
Now I've connected the world. Because of this, we've now connected the world. That's fantastic. Alright, here we go. We're going to go to Hearthstone, it back to Orgrimmar now. So time probably half an hour. Well, not even quite. Alright, so first things first. You know what? Let's go do this too, because that might allow us to pick up the cooking quest while we're here. So let's actually make that. And we have to fish. That's a real part of our life that's going to happen. Next time we're in Booty Bay, we'll fish. I like fishing there. Which might not happen on this episode. Just wanted to throw a little bit at you here. But it might. Alright, so with this, we are going to need the soothing spices. 7 of them.
Stay away from them.
And then we just need 4 points out of that 7. Please. So we really, truly have about a 50% chance of making this happen. Alright, now we need 2 points out of 5. Now the odds are in our favor. 1 point out of 4. Odds totally in our favor. Got it. Nailed it. Okay. Now we can pick up to Gadgetzan You Go. There's no training.
Good to meet ya. How you expect Zamja teach you anything? You got all of Zamja's cooking mojo and still you crave more. Zamja can't help. Fat person needs to go to Gadgetzan. You find a little goblin named Dirge there. He help you, fatty.
Jeez.
You become big cook on the block. You come back and teach Zamja, okay?
Okay, so that was a lot of me being called a fatty. That wouldn't fly anymore. That definitely shows you the age that hasn't aged well in this game. So classic cooking. And I just want to find out what the heck what the quest requires. I don't even. That's okay. I went too far. Scanning. Okay, monster. Oh no, that's not how to actually get it. Oh, there we go. 12 giant eggs, 10 zesty clam meats, 20 Altrex Swiss. Literally not anything I did. That stinks. Okay, so we do have to go to the auction house for that. We also want to visit probably the bank. But before we... Oops, other way. We need to go up and talk to this guy. Because we're going to turn in parts of the swarm. And... do I have... Oh. Bandages are good. We could work on this some too. That'll give us a little bit more money. This is what's gonna really break our money. Actually, let's go learn our powers too. Let's go up here and learn our powers before we come back down. And that way we'll really know what kind of money we're working with. We can buy the Ultra X Swiss in the... whatever.
Blood and thunder. I'm appreciative of your efforts, adventurer. The war chief will enjoy hearing how tenacious you have been in your duties. Oh, of course, I will mention your name to him. He speaks to me often and values my opinions greatly. Go now. I have much to do. And if you speak to Corrin soon and he has news of these creatures, then return to me. I would think they are a threat that must be taken seriously. Feralis is
unlike the threat in Feralis is what I've always pronounced it, but that he just said Feralis. I don't trust you, robot. I like saying Feralis. I could be 100% wrong, per usual. Feralis, is that what it is? Oh my gosh, if that's what it is, I hate it so much worse than Feralis. But it might be Feralis. But it has the word feral in it, like a feral cat. So why can't it be what I want? I think I make a good argument. Let's sell that for another 70. We're going to save that for a mow. Nothing else. Oh, and let's do our bandages, because we can sell those. Silk cloths sell the best. Heavy silk bandages, but I think there's like a calculus on what you do with the others. There's a calculation process. Okay, so far no points, so we're not getting anything for our work, but... And let's do the one mage weave. Great. Okay, bam bam. Dabu. Alright, so now let's learn our moves as a level 38 person. Torin. Tau. I did not forget the spreadsheet either. Someone has killed that guy lately, a Manoroth type of dude. We missed that buff. Alright, let's talk to the Shaman Trainer.
Who you be?
Okay, so Lightning Bolt rank 7. It's going to cost us a gold. It will give us up to 255 from where we're at. Okay, 25% upgrade. And damage. Not that I really ever use it.
Hello, man.
And Stone Claw now is 280 health with a 15-second taunt within 8 yards. So 250. Oh, it's 280. We went from 250 to 280. Wow, that's really not that much to pay gold for that. A bit extreme. That's the only element. Now here we have enhancement. My Flame Tongue totem is now going up to 31-2. So that's a pretty nice buff for when I ever use Flame Tongue. And I actually have it buffed. So that's a pretty big increase if I decide to use Flame Tongue here and there. Frost Resistance totem, we already had level 1 of that. So totem is Frost Resistance by 45. And we're replacing what we currently have, which is 30. So that's a 50% increase in frost resistance. None's too shabby. Frost brand weapon, of course, 84 additional frost as opposed to 77. So if I decide to go frost brand, probably my least likely one to do. There you go. It gives me some stuff.
Hey there. Don't be shy.
Strength of Earth. There we go. We love that one. It's 41 compared to the 23. That's almost double. Ah, that's a good one. So that's a good one because we use that all the time. So that was a nice upgrade for pretty much our main totem. And then Resto at the end. The Deep Cleansing. This is a new one. Attempts to cure diseases. Yeah, so now I have a way of curing diseases. That's fantastic. So that's cool. Love that. Because we do have a way of curing diseases on ourselves. Dang it. Now we just have a totem that does the same thing if something was continuously inflicting you with diseases. So it's actually not as cool as I thought. Because I thought we didn't have a way to cleanse diseases, but so whatever. It's just an improvement to our kit. So nothing major. The only thing I would say is that Strength of Earth Totem upgrade is pretty solid. Everything else is whatever, just minor. Couple Frost Resist, Flame Tongue Weapon. We got no air upgrades. Gained the Disease. We upgraded the Stone Claw and the Strength. A Frost Weapon. Upgraded our Lightning Bolt. That's it. Alright, so we are now going into shop for cooking piece to Gadgetzan You Go. We're gonna... I hope we can find... Now, if we can't find the eggs, it's gonna start to become a grind. We're gonna need to grind the eggs. So hopefully we can get that. Now, what was it again? We need 12 zesty clam meat. That's easy. I mean, no, sorry, 10 and 12 giant eggs. So it's the giant eggs that we really need. That's what's going to break the bank. The zesty clam, and they're a little bit harder to grind. Giant egg. So I can buy 12 for a total of 6 gold. Actually, even though it seems silly, that is actually a good exchange rate. That's the best I've seen. So that's 50. That's basically 50 silver per. Pretty dang good. And then we need zesty clam meat. This is pretty easy to get, I believe. Zesty clam meat. We only need 10 of them. Let's find a 10 stack. 14 silver for a 10 stack. And then, so that's the cheap part. Those are always super, super cheap. And then the Ultra X Swiss we buy from regular vendors. It's kind of expensive. I think altogether it's going to cost us almost a gold to buy whatever it needs. Okay, cool. I don't think those stacks can work together. No, they cannot. Alright. Time to fly. Alright, so now we're flying back to the Splinter Tree post where you can buy, or maybe it's not Splinter Tree, whatever that little sky, whatever. I'll look up what it's called. Right. Well, we won't have to look it up because we're going to click it right now. At that 1,000 Needles flight path area, we can buy the Ultra X Swiss. It's either 20 or 30. I kind of think it's 20.
You haven't lived until you've looked down on the world from the back of a
free win post. It is 20 Swiss. I accidentally bought 30 when we did this on Glee Contessa. Pumps Poachers. Looking for more to poach for the up and coming speedrunning guild. No guilds are safe from my poaching. Poochie the Poacher. Alright, let's do this quest now. Okay, so I'm good on that. 20 of those, we're fine. Let's hit the database up. Alright, so what did we do? Okay, first thing we did was we picked up... We'll do it backwards, as though we turn this in first. Oh my gosh, I can hear my son. Playing with his friends online. Okay, so we turned in parts of the swarm. And then we picked up the cooking quest. That's what it is. It's profession quest. We picked up the cooking quest. I know a guy to Gadgetzan You Go, and then we're going to be doing... Well, actually, we're going to pick up that. So we're picking up... to Gadgetzan You Go. And this is an Orgrimmar quest. Okay, pick that bad boy up. We should be turning him in at some point. Alright, so we're going to fly down there, and when we get there, we have to do a little bit of running. So So we're going to get to 1,000 needles and we're going to run and turn in all of these. And then rather than going back out into the world, because it's just going to send us right back out, we're going to go down into Tanaris, deal with that there, and figure out where we're going to go, get the flight path, all that good stuff, and determine what has to happen. So I was talking to one of my coworkers today. She's a woman that is older than me, an older woman, a matronly figure. I love her. She's a great coworker. But I was talking to her about my pie making endeavors. And I think I mentioned I might have mentioned or I hinted at this in one of the episodes. I was talking to another much younger person that I work with. And I was telling her both about this show, just tangentially. I didn't get into the details even about what the game was at, because it's clear this girl is not a gamer. But when I mentioned that I do this, that I'm wanting to grow this into something that could supplement my income at some point, or overcome it, why not? And then I also, in a separate conversation, mentioned my cooking hobby, which is currently manifested in cooking my way through all of these pies. And she told me I should make TikToks about the pies, and I'm like, I don't have a TikTok. I don't even have one. So, but it's something to consider, I guess. You guys let me know if you want to see YouTube Shorts or TikTok pie making discussions. I got you. But when I was talking to this other woman I worked with tonight, I was telling her I just can't get the freaking crust. It's too hard every time, and she was scolding me and telling me what to do better. I'm gonna try it again this weekend. This weekend I'm gonna make a peach custard pie, and I just every time hope springs eternal. Look at me, guys. I mean, we're 1,400 episodes into this show, 3 years, and it took a year before we cracked 25 subscribers or whatever. So, I'm an optimist, I think. I think that's probably true. I try to be a realist, a pragmatist, but I really think in my heart of hearts, I think I am an optimist. I think I hope for the best in others. I believe in the possibility of things changing if time is allowed, or you keep putting effort. So little things like that, I think, qualify me as an optimist. So, I'm optimistic I can get this pie if I just don't give up. I can get the pie crust. The pie making, all the other parts, I'm really good at. Making the glazes and doing the reductions, even complicated stuff like that, I am good at. It's the ambiguity of how much you should touch the pie when you're working it. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna try. Alright, first we gotta buy this Ultrax Swiss. I think you buy it in here from the innkeeper.
Looking for as the wind on the plains, you are always welcome here.
So that is 36 for 5. So if you do that times 4, we're talking over a gold. Which, that's expensive. So altogether, we're spending about 8 gold on this project of ours to get good at. Which I think we ended up spending 12 or more for it on Glee Contessa. But we are down between that and leveling up. We went from 30-something to 18. So we spent almost half of our gold just now. But that was, I mean, we're not going to have to do it again. Fishing doesn't cost. You know, we're already there for skinning. Our skinning is already artisan. The only thing that might cost us a little bit is when we get to the leather working. Oh man, I gotta tell you, I'm so broke on my alliance character, my trailblazing one, because I picked enchanting. That is such an expensive profession. Now, sure, maybe can you probably has high potential for earnings later on, like tips and stuff. But man, to get there, I've maxed out all of the. You know, you have to go into Uldaman to get artisan and then get the things. I brought enough resources that I was able to get in there and learn everything that I could in Uldamar. And I don't know where you go after that. So actually, I kind of while we're just walking, let's take a peek. Classic enchanting guide. I like this little where they say like level these. No, that's Cataclysm. The little WoW professions. It's a good one. So I don't know what I'm at, but somewhere in this ballpark. I did this enchant greater defense. So that was something that really I'm actually past that. I think. So it says where to get enchant Uldamar entrance. The backdoor boom, you could basically run there. I think I'm up to around 250 because it says like you can't solo. You either have to go there with a party or have someone help you solo it. Makes sense. Bring enough to learn to reach 250. I did that. So I did have this gold and I ended up I'm basically broke. I think I have like a gold left. It's a ridiculously low level of gold. And I did get that. It says hunt for enchant bracer greater stamina. It's the best to get you up to like 285. I guess I'll look for that. Lesser mana oil. The Silithus person sells it. So I'm basically screwed until Silithus. And then I can use mana oil and greater strength. Can also help you. I mean, whatever. I'm going to use whatever I can get. And then, yeah, because it requires all that purple lotus, and I'm not going to get that. No, it's not going to happen. Never mind. I'll be doing this. Enchant bracer. And then enchant shield greater stamina, which is sold in Darnassus. And you need 265 to learn it, which I think I'm getting close to that. All right, let's work on our other stuff we're turning in. Where's my dudes? All right, here he is. Parts for Kravel.
Did you make it to Ratchet and get those parts?
Great, you got them. Now we need to get them to the Gnomes, but first, let's take out one small item.
Shady.
Now that I have what I need, give these parts to Fizzle Brass Bolts. He's been waiting a long time for them. I'm sure he won't miss the little piece I removed from his order, and I wouldn't bother mentioning it to him. It was small and worthless. Trust me.
And this is after it says, Kravel Coldbeard places the crate of the parts on the ground. He grabs a part and puts it in his pocket and says, there, that should do it. So now we're coming over here and we're going to do...
Good day to you.
Delivery to the Gnomes.
Very well, then.
You have something for me? That's great. Let's see it.
There they are. My hydro ratchets and repeater bolts. These will do just fine. Thank you.
And...
Adventurer, you're
Yes.
back. You found Martek? You spoke with him? What did he say? Can he help? Tell me, tell me, tell me.
those gloves are pinch better.
Alrighty, then.
So, we need, stat-wise, they're about a wash. They're 8 strength and 7 intellect, whereas I have 4 strength, 4 stamina, 7 spirit, so it's a little bit worse for a healer. I can use this on them, but the armor is just a smidge better, so it's a total side grade. Armor is the only thing making it a pinch, a smidge better. Alright, so let's go into the, again, back into the sheet. So, we got parts for Kravel, delivery to the Gnomes. Picked up and turned in both of them. Turn in, pick up, turn in, and then we also did, what was the other one? I can look there. News for Fizzle. So there we go. That's the other one we just turned in. Oh, and we forgot to do that after I turned in Indurium. So that is actually, we need to insert shift, because that we picked it up. We turned that one in, and actually we can check off Indurium itself. And then, there we go. Now we did this news for Fizzle. Okay, Missed that one. Alright, let's do this guy. Encrusted tail fins.
Can I help you? Off and away.
You have the tail fins? If I can't protect our car from its own speed, then it won't last long in these races.
Thank you, adventurer. After I grind these down and fuse them with a few other ingredients, the composite will be ready. And after that, the car will be safe from its own speed. Safe, as long as it doesn't hit anything.
And then he oh, what we've got, I forgot to buy Indurium from the thing. Dang. So Encrusted tail fins, we also just turned in. Forgot to buy Indurium. I knew there was one more thing we had to do from the market. Dagnabbit. We'll have to do that, but we'll pass through Orgrimmar again. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so that one's turned in. Now he's going to give us a quest now that we did both the Rumor Monger.
Now that we've done a service for the gnomes, it's time to do the goblins a favour. I hear that the Goblin Racer pilot, Nass Steamboil, didn't always use that name. I wonder why he changed it. I wonder if it's a secret, and I wonder if he values that secret. If anyone knows the truth, then it's Krazik of Booty Bay, on the southern tip of Stranglethorn. Speak with Krazik and ask him about our Goblin pilot. If you can get useful information from him, then we might just turn a profit from it.
Alright, so this dude wants us to go to Booty Bay. So, what was it called? The Rumor Monger. So we picked up the Rumor Monger. This is the one that's going to lead us into the Swamp of Sorrows. So we picked up. We're going to need a little bit more. Probably more than a little bit more. Alright, and then we also still have this over here. And now there's a new quest available, probably because either we turn some of those in. Probably, yeah, I think so. There's a prereq to do those to get the next part, the keeping pace part.
Yo!
Gleekonsole, did you manage to track down the fuel regulator?
I was hoping that it would be already assembled, but this does present the unique opportunity to improve on the design from the ground up. Thanks, adventurer. I'll be able to sketch up some improved schematics, build the thing, and have it installed real soon. I'm going to be busy with working on integrating this new fuel regulator to our racer designs, but if you'd like to help out the team some more, talk to Razoric. He's our pilot, well, our 18th pilot to be exact, and he likes to add his own little modifications to the racers. He's a little off his rocker, though, so try not to act too surprised.
Brasbolt's brothers have discovered a new building material. That's the only explanation that makes sense. Their cars have been operating faster than before, but their designs, and all the other data we've gathered from their runs, is identical. What we do know is that Rizzle Brasbolts has been focused on the plans for this new discovery almost constantly. Zamek can create a diversion for you, so that you can steal those plans from them. Hurry back!
Okay, so we got a couple things going on here. Alright, so we did the Goblin Sponsership, that one's done, which then opened up the 18th Pilot. So bang, bang. And then it also gave us the Keeping Pace quest picked up. Bong bong. Alright, so first let's turn in the 18th Pilot.
You're the person that's been helping Potzik out, right? I was like you once, running around the pit area, helping with whatever work the mechanics would let me do. Now look at me, the Goblin Racing Team's pilot extraordinaire.
Podzik's a great mechanic, I know that, but he's afraid to just load on the firepower and grab on for the ride. Not me, though. After Podzik finishes with a racer, I take a little time to put my own modifications on. You know, loosening up the controls, removing parts of the frame, and adding more juice. I ordered a Sephorian booster from Shreve at the Gizmorium in Gadgetzan, but apparently the Zeppelin it was being sent on crashed in Dustwallow Marsh. I gotta have it, adventurer.
Okay, so I like how it's called Razoric's tweaking, and he's like, I gotta have it. Alright, so Keeping Pace is done. Actually, that was the 18th Pilot, darn it. Wrong one. 18th Pilot's done. That's actually what I picked. Okay, and then, alright, so now, in between, we have to get this guy to make the distraction before we do the Keeping Pace.
Let's go.
So that's the repeatable. You can do it as many times as you want, but we are now following him over. It's a repeatable one. That's just how Classic works, where they put quests within quests. Instead of, like, that was the only way they could figure out how to trigger, like, complicated events instead of... You know, so I don't forget, I think I'm going to buy the Indurium on this episode. So he's going to set something off. And then they're going to go running. And while he's running out, this is where we get this next piece. This Rizzle's Unguarded Plans is where you turn in the quest and pick up the next one. Scribbled in a hasty, hurried hand, a scroll of notes and designs for the refinement of some raw material. Rizzle's schematics describe the process of the refinement of Indurium ore. From his scrawls, it is apparent that Indurium ore is being obtained from the Dwarven excavation site of Uldaman in the Badlands. Much of the other notes relate to the heat-resistant properties used as a paperweight for the plans as a hunk of what appears to be unrefined Indurium ore. Alright, and he also said, bloody, must have been the goblins, let's see how bad the damage is. Okay, so what did we just do? Well, within that, we picked up the repeatable and completed it Gnome Distraction. Pick up complete. And then we turned in Keeping Pace, right? Yeah. We turned in Keeping Pace. This is how we unlocked the repeatable for Indurium. And we immediately picked up Rizzle's Schematics, which this is, we're going to pick this up. This is what is going to allow us to unlock the Indurium quest. So we're going to go turn that in. And that will unlock a repeatable Indurium, which we can't do right now because I forgot to buy it. We do have one piece of Indurium, a sample. Hopefully we can purchase Indurium.
Indurium? Interesting. If it is capable of resisting heat to the degree that you say, it would explain the performance increase the gnomes have displayed of late. This sample you've brought to me will be invaluable also. I will be able to perform some tests on this, but I'll need more for this to actually be of any use to us.
And that's where, so now he has Indurium ore. We've already technically done it. But it's... For us to be truly completionists, we technically need to do it now. Alright, so what do we have? We have still these things. We have Indurium ore, and we have Zamek's Distraction listed, but you can't actually pick it up. That's like a questy glitch. Alright, so we're probably... What I wanted to do is get us to a point where we could travel and start the next round, and that's basically where we're at right now. So we're going to go down into... We have two things now that we need to do. So we need to go into the Booty Bay, which he'll give us Dream Dust in the Swamp. And then we'll come back and he'll send us back one more time. Now Razor's tweaking. That's the one. While we're out there doing all of that, we're going to need to go to Dusk Wallow Marsh. Ooh, I can skin some of these guys. Not all of them, but some of them. It's weird that some are tapped and some aren't. There's one tapped. Someone's been out here killing. Someone's been killing. Someone naughty. Person was level 47. Now we're lucky on this show because we have Ghost Wolf form and we have a guaranteed mount. We don't have to stress what will happen. See, I wasn't able to get that one. Rancid Priest. Okay, they're helping each other out. And level 28? Holy cow. Alright. Also, we're blasting. We're blasting through the quest. This is why I can't catch up, because, like I said, I do 2 or 3 if I'm lucky. And I won't get any done today, I won't get any done tomorrow. There might have been another day this week I got none done. So, we're talking like, maybe I did 6 quests this week. Just on this episode alone, we're turning in 12. or something. So in one 1 hour episode, I'm getting twice as what I can get done in an entire work week. So there's just no way. We're gonna, luckily there's still so much content to cover. So much. I have so much to cover for you guys. So, I'm not really super duper duper worried. I want to talk to this person and not forget because I'm gonna actually...
Where would you like to fly to?
Your mom's. Alright, so there is a quest there we could actually pick up, but I'm not gonna. We're gonna go in here and do the cooking stuff before we leave. That was the other reason for coming down here.
Yo! We may have been suffering a drought, but there's no shortage of meat. Care to browse my goods?
Tui, what? I'll have you know that
Tui.
leather is surprisingly high in protein and low in carbohydrates.
Says Dirge spits out some leather sandal bits. Dirge hacks loudly.
Be good.
And now,
Got what you
Clamlette Surprise.
Ever heard of a clamlet? Of course you haven't. It's my latest and greatest culinary masterpiece. Oh, adventurer, just thinking about a clamlet makes my mouth water.
Disgusting.
Unfortunately, I'm all out of supplies to make any. How about I make you a deal? You gather the supplies I need to make a clamlet, and I'll teach you the finer points of exotic cuisine, and I'll even throw in a couple of clamlets to boot. Deal? Here's what I need.
Okay, maybe I would actually try it. I would try it. It doesn't sound actually as horrifying.
Keep it real.
Alright, so
Have a
we've
good one.
got this.
Potential customer.
My cravings are going to be the end of me. Hurry, Glee Console, before I dip into my own supply.
Be good.
You are in for a special treat, Glee Console. Watch and learn.
Dirge begins to prepare Clamlette Surprise.
Keep it real.
Hooray.
We may have been
We can
suffering a
also
drought, but there's no shortage of meat.
Pick up
Care to browse my goods?
tender wolf steak from the homeboy here.
I can't use that.
I have to be level 40 to eat Clamlette Surprise, but it'll be good when we get there. Oh, I have this thing we can put in the bank too.
We may have been suffering a drought.
We
but
can
there's
also
no
sell
shortage
this.
Of meat. Care to browse my goods?
Yeah, I'll browse your goods, buddy. Alright, so we can still make this soothing turtle bisque. You have to go out here if you want to have a fire. I've definitely cracked my head up against the wall wanting that. We have to fish next time. I'm not going to fish this time. All we're going to do right now is come back for the Indurium ore. Great. Okay, cool. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and astral recall ourselves back. Even though this doesn't really save us too much time, because we have to get to Ratchet. It'll get us some. We'll fly to Ratchet off camera, but we need to check that auction house for Indurium ore. Crazily enough, it's actually frequently there, and if not, we're gonna just save and check again on the next. If not, we're gonna log here and not fly, and we'll check again next time we log in. And if it is, Indurium ore. Look at that. I can buy 2. I can buy 13. Well, I'm not buying 13. You only need 4 for the quest. But 2 is not enough. Why? What else do you need Indurium ore for? Item. For each time. Well, yeah, see, I just don't understand. It's not pretty cheap. Why is it so expensive? There's no rep, there's no XP. You get 6 silver only from it. Why on earth is it so expensive? Why? Okay, I'll put it in trade real quick. I'm not gonna. We'll just check it on the auction house again. I am not paying 12 gold for that. And And I don't want to pay 2 gold for 2. That's just bad pricing. 12 gold? It's terrible. 13, and that's for 13. I don't need 13 of them. And, I mean, sure, if I had to, would I pay 4 gold? Yes. Like, I'll pay this rate, this unit price. This is the buyout price per unit is 93. Can I just buy some? Can I just buy part of it? Like, why do I have to buy all 13? That's what I don't understand. Alright, so that's it. We're going to log off on this. And we'll log off right here. And when we sign back on next time, we'll do it again. We'll try our best. We are going to complete it. Whether or not we've got to I don't know if this person's in my guild or not. Bank Bro Chill. Person in my guild. No. They said they have some. So, I just, hopefully, because it's worth, like, nothing. Now, we're going to get... So, I'm standing right here, next to the guy. I'll give him a gold for being nice. Alright, cool. So we got it. So we got it for a gold, which is much better than the rate that we would have otherwise got. So, because we were looking at it almost a gold a piece, and we got all 4 for this. You also don't need anything. You can trash the sample of Indurium ore. You don't need it for any of the quests. So we're gonna just sit on that. We'll bring it back next time. Oh, I gotta look at the bank also. We gotta drop off the Stranglethorn quest. Oh, you know what else we needed? We need reagents. I need to be able to. We need to buy those Ankhs. Let's buy that too, and then I'll set us up right before we go. So we need a shop. I don't know where it is. Where do you buy the reagents at? Under there it is. I was gonna say I know you can buy some in the whatever the little rogue place is, but here's some.
What are you looking for?
This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, there's 2 stacks. Dang it, do I want to learn? I'm gonna lose 13 silver out of the whole thing. Okay. Cool. Yep. This we can also trash too, the cracked silithid thing, because we already now turned in all the silithid stuff. So now let's just check the... I'm going to put long tail feathers in the bank. I don't need any more of those. Hide, we can work with the hide mill. Oh, this is a sellable piece. What am I doing to myself? Giant clam meat, that's sellable. That's the sky tower. I need to go to the bank. One row down. Still waiting on that bad boy. That's a quest thing. Just making sure I can't clean anything up. I'm going to save this just in case in the heat of the moment I get a pretty cool one-hander.
Besides the grunts outside, my brothers and I fought at the Battle of Hyjal. Any who seek to steal from the bank must face us first.
Any who seek to steal from the bank.
Cool, bro. Oh yeah, I want to put the blue pearls in there. Oops, I want to add this in there, not that. I mean, those 2 I can sell, because I can't cook with giant clam meat right now, so I'm not going to stash it. All right, and then we'll sell right here, and then we're gonna bow out, and offline I'm gonna fly over to Ratchet.
Looking for something special?
Bang bang. So
Be careful.
yeah, the giant, even that giant clam meat was worth like 2 silver. I think I just sold. And I just have to remember that we have those pearls in our bank too, so we don't re-go and do that. All right, everybody. So that was awesome. I know not quite as long as of an episode as we normally do, but I'm wiped and I'm hungry. And tomorrow I unfortunately won't be able to log because of life, but I'll see you guys Saturday. This one in the pipe 5x5. You guys, as always, rock the house. See you next time on Lore of Warcraft.